Hey, I'm Nathan, and I'm part of the AZ Elite Incorporated group. And for our tech report, we're going to be focusing on when is it worth or most cost efficient of adding solar paneling to your roofing of your home. And so for this report, we're going to be splitting up roles. And so Jake is going to take the head researching position. He's going to be looking up for all the facts that we need, and he even knows someone in the solar company business for putting on homes, and he's going to be contacting her and getting some good firsthand information on that. And then I am going to be doing the writing portion, doing the introduction, making sure the flow, it's good for our customer and everything like that. And then Kolton is going to be just kind of like doing everything, where he's going to be assisting with the researching, editing the report, making sure it's also has that flow to it, and then doing some data analysis on the side, helping out Kevin, who's going to be our head data analysis, and he's going to be making the graphs and the tables too as well, to make sure that everything's understanding with what we're actually calculating. So our initial findings are going to be we found this quote that the renewable energy is a technology, not a resource. So that means that it's always going to be expanding, and not be a finite amount, which is basically what fossil fuels are. We only have a limited amount. So right now, there's a transition happening with like the U.S., China, the U.K., where they're moving from fossil fuels and looking more into renewable energy because it's going to continue and continue to get better. So we found that when solar panels double in their usage, the cost of energy is going to decrease by about 19%. Um, and some of the facts about solar panels that we found are the lifespan of solar panels will be 25 years, and that's going to create a lot of benefits for the environment because there's no emissions. All right, so after initial findings, we found that we ran into some obstacles, and one of them was the type of house that is going to be using the solar panels. This could range from a one bed to one bath, all the way to a four bed, four bath house. So the type of home is obviously the bigger the house, the bigger the electricity bill every month is going to be. So we need to find, the type of house that most people living in Arizona is going to have. Also, a big thing with solar panels is going to be the weather. It only really works obviously when the sun is out. So at night you can't really avoid that, but on cloudy days you're not going to be gaining any energy from the solar panels. We did find though that luckily Arizona there are 300 days of sun, so it's not too big of a factor in our case, but definitely compensating for the weather is kind of a question that we do need to address in our tech report. And then the location of the house, we are thinking of focusing on the Valley area and the Phoenix metro. Obviously, because Arizona does have Flagstaff, where there are a lot of trees for shade, and it's going to be less sun than normal. So figuring out what location of Arizona to focus on is very important, as well as even maybe the orientation of the house. What side is going to get more sun than the other as well. And then also we need to figure out what type of person is going to be able to buy this type of investment, because there is a big upfront cost, and not everyone is going to have that type of money available to use to buy the solar panels. So we're thinking that maybe the upper class, the middle class, will be looking for this type of investments. We still have some questions left to answer, whether or not to use APS or SRP in our analysis, and then what types of solar panels are out there and what benefits do they offer. We found some data that would help create a cash flow diagram to help show an example of how much the upfront cost and how much you're going to make every 6 years back in your electricity bill. So we found our upfront cost is going to be around $10,000 at year zero. And then every 6 years, you're going to have $6,000 in savings on your electricity bill. There is, however, every 12 years going to be a maintenance cost of about $1,400. So using this, we'll have to create the present value of all of your savings and this maintenance cost to find if it's really worth to pay now the $10,000 or pay later